This video is going to be most likely be on Halo, but I wanted to bring to the matter that is what video game nerds and lorists and purists take to heart. And the truth of the matter is, nobody cares. Nobody absolutely cares about the lore, okay? And the reason I wanted to talk about this is because people are still on that stupid, dumb, like, human or foreigners lore take with Marty the lamo. Yeah, who could ever side with the schizophrenic 60-year-old guy who believes that everything is after him and everything? But that's besides the point. The point of the matter is video game nerds take lore way too seriously, and it's ridiculous. This is seen throughout every fandom, regardless of what medium you play: video games, movies, music. And I wanted to bring attention to not only Halo, but Star Trek as well, Fallout, Star Wars, The Elder Scrolls. And I want to say to the purists, you're not special, okay? You're not the only ones who have to go through this, especially the Halo purists who are still in love with the old Bungie era and they still can't cope with the fact that their once beloved developers are in shambles. The company is falling in disarray. Sony is gonna bring down on their neck and probably dismantle them if Marathon doesn't do well. And that's my whole gripes with video game nerds in general, is just how pure they are, how much of a purist they are, how perfectionist they are. It's utterly ridiculous. And I just want to say the fact I say, yeah, I don't care. Like, I really don't care what you have to say. Humans are not foreigner. They are not. You can argue how much they are a foreigner, but that doesn't convince me to believe that they're a foreigner. Just because you have the same take of a schizophrenic 65-year-old guy means that, oh, you think you're so special, and everybody, like, shut up. Like, you're so annoying. Like, every time I go in these, like, Discord arguments or whatever, internet personas, whatever, people are always shoving that whole humans are foreigner in your face, and it's really annoying. Like, again, nobody cares. You see, I've come to the gripes that video game lore changes for a reason, regardless if it's good or bad, okay? But that doesn't take away the fun and the immersion I have. If I'm playing Fallout just for the sake of, like, roaming the wasteland, listening to good old 50s, 60s music, that's fine for me. But I'm not gonna give a shit if, Shady Sands gets nuked in, like, 10 years before or after New Vegas, or how in Star Wars they changed the way the Force works because it's just such an abstract idea that George Lucas conceived, and then Dave Filoni took it upon himself. Yes, I will agree that the way they implemented the Force in the sequel trilogy is dumb, but again, that really doesn't cater too much to a whole fan base. It doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, it's just still Star Wars. And same thing with, like Star Trek, using pseudoscience to explain, like, how they get from one location to another with manipulating your particles, ooh, whatever. I don't know, it's just ridiculous. And I'm not gonna go into a rage mode or yell at the screen. I just wanted to bring them out of this discussion that, again, video game nerds take lores way too seriously, and you guys need to, like, chill out, okay? You really need to chill out because it's ridiculous to see a bunch of, like, 36-year-old men who've grown up on Halo or whatever to be like, I'm actually the human dog Forerunner because Marty said so, and what you believe is wrong. I'm mentally challenged. Like, good lord, like, how many videos do we have to make to talk about this discussion? And do you think, like, it's funny at the end of the day that, like, when you go to bed, you're just like, you know what, I think I may be taking this lore thing way too seriously. Like, I don't know if it's me, but I don't know if anybody has common rationality these days or has a brain or anything. Go outside, take a walk, just forget about video games for a moment. But it just seems like these purist groups on the internet are just everywhere, and it's hard to love the game, love the universe, but you always have these, like, idiotic dumb brains, like thing one, thing two, just like shoving in your face or like just not getting along with you. Like that doesn't mean that they're assholes. It's just they're really annoying. That's besides the point. Anyway, this is just a random video I wanted to make. Commentary. Do you guys believe that video game lore is taken too seriously? Do you think it should be changed for the better or the worse? Do you think retcons are a leeway to not like really allow more people into the franchise, but like more simplified or more, I don't know like how to put it, because again it depends on what you perceive it. I personally don't find the whole like humans aren't Forerunner too seriously. Like I could care less. I'm more interested about, you know, learning the Halo lore, the universe, the characters, anything. I don't care about this whole debacle of whether what you play as really matters to the game. And this can be applied to Warhammer as well. Don't even get me started on Warhammer. There's a lot of stinking nerds who will argue about that freaking, you know, universe for hours and hours on end. But yeah, that's about it for the video, guys. I just want to take the moment and get my thoughts, you know, my rationality to this whole lore subject debate. And I honestly believe that it's just ridiculous. Again, at the end of the day, it's just video games. Who cares about it? You know, who cares about the lore? If you're wrong and you're right, everybody has their, you know, takes on video games. And with that, I'll leave you guys with there. Like, comment, subscribe for more commentaries. Let me know what you think about the topic below in the video, and I'll see you guys out. This is Big Woodscump. Peace.